Hello guys, today I'm going to be talking about Fnaf 1 through to Fnaf 6 and the whole timeline. Okay, so our story starts actually at Five Nights at Freddy's 4. A young boy, who I call the Crying Child, or who nearly everyone calls the Crying Child really, is terrified of animatronics at Fredbear's family diner. His older brother bullies him constantly. His older brother is called Michael. On his birthday, Michael and his friends lift him towards Fredbear's mouth as a joke. They basically said that he's going to give Fredbear a big kiss. But the animatronic spring locks fail because the crying child is obviously crying so much. That's why he's called the crying child. Fredbear's jaw snaps shut. The child dies. This becomes known as the Bite of 83. Many believe this child is the son of William Afton, the man who will become the main villain of the series, and the tragedies may be what pushes everything else into motion. At some point after the Bite of 83, William Afton commits his most infamous crime. He lures 5 children into the back room at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. He murders them. Their souls go on to possess Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, and Golden Freddy. The restaurant becomes haunted. The event is known as the Missing Children Incident, and this is the moment Fazbear Entertainment begins to rot from the inside. Next comes Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which is actually a prequel to FNAF 1. A new location opens with toy animatronics featuring facial recognition, but something goes wrong. The animatronics become acting aggressively. Then another bite happens, the infamous Bite of 87. If you're wondering why there's numbers on the end, it's the year of which the bites happened. A victim survives but loses their frontal lobe. I don't believe we know who that victim is. Or do we? I think it might be Jeremy something. The toy animatronics are scrapped. The location closes. Years later, the events of FNAF Five Nights at Freddy's takes place. FNAF 1. A man named Mike Schmidt works a night shift. The animatronics roam at night trying to stuff him into a suit. It's widely believed that Mike Schmidt is actually Michael Afton, William's only surviving son, since, Michael kind of killed the other one. Michael may be working there to undo his father's crimes. Eventually, the location shuts down to the low revenue and bad reputation. Michael also gets fired first due to tampering with the animatronics and odor. Now we go underground. Literally. In Five Nights at Freddy's, says the location. In my opinion, one of the best FNAF games. We learn that William Afton created advanced animatronic designed to capture children. What a sicko man. One of them, Circus Baby, kills Elizabeth Afton, William's daughter. She possesses Baby. Michael goes underground to put her back together, in his father's words. The animatronic tricks him. They scoop out his insides and use his body to escape. Well, they all mash into Ennard, which is just all of them together. He's kept alive by Remnant, the supernatural substance tied to souls. Now Michael becomes something unnatural, and he begins searching for his father. After the closure of the original Freddy's, William returns to dismantle the haunted animatronics. Spirits corner him. The spirits corner him. That's crazy. He's panicking, so he hides in the spring Bonnie suit, hoping that'll scare them off. But obviously, since it's been back in the hidden compartment so long, there's moisture in it, which causes a spring lock failure, and the suit crushes him. He dies inside. It's a very slow, painful death, but I feel like it's deserved for William, considering all his crimes. But he doesn't stay dead. He becomes Springtrap. This is shown to the mini-games in Five Nights at Freddy's 3. 30 years later, a horror attraction called Fazbear Frights opens. Springtrap is discovered in the ruins and brought there as an attraction. Michael likely works there again as the night guard. The building burns down. Springtrap survives because, of course he does. When doesn't this man die? Finally, we reach Freddy Fazbear's Pizza Simulator. Henry Emily, the co-founder of Fazbear Entertainment, creates one last pizzeria. Obviously, it's a trap, and he lures Scrap Baby, who is Elizabeth and got kicked out of Ennard, Molten Freddy, which is what's left of Ennard, Lefty, which is containing the puppet, and Springtrap, which is technically Scrap Trap since he looks awful, terrible. He's got a huge forehead now, for some reason. I don't understand why. But we digress. Michael works there again. When everyone's inside, Henry sets the building on fire. He gives a final speech talking about the experiment. Well, not, technically, they're experiments, I'd say. Talks about the experiments. He talks about how William's going to the darkest pit of hell, and says, "Don't keep the devil waiting, old friend," which is a awesome line. He talks to his daughter one last time, which is actually a very sad scene. He says that it's obviously the end. He did say that there was a way out for Michael, but he believes Michael doesn't want it. Michael obviously stays inside willingly. The building burns down, the souls are freed, and William Afton finally is destroyed. Or at least that was the plan. So, from a single tragic birthday party, to child murders, to possession, to fire, that's the story of FNAF 1 through FNAF 6, summarized. A family destroyed by obsession, a son trying to fix his father's sins, and a final sacrifice to end it all. But knowing FNAF, nothing stays buried.